Hennessy Memorial Park in Milton-Malbay is the venue for the Senior B hurling final between Ogonnelloe and Newmarket-on-Fergus. Ogonnelloe have made great strides in recent times and have recently been crowned the Clare Cup champions. Newmarket will be hoping to get back into and join the big guns in Clare for the start of the new millennium, as in recent years they have fell on lean times, but they have had success at underage level. This is Richard Woods for Newmarket-on-Fergus, playing at centre half forward. He has played a lot of his hurling as a midfielder in the half back line. John McMahon from Ogonnelloe comes out. It's very close to that far touchline. Richard Woods gets a touch on it, but it's gone off the Ogonnelloe man. It's going to be a sideline cut to Newmarket-on-Fergus. Nicely cut inside. Colin Kelly comes to it, or it's John McMahon. Shot at blocked again, so that's gone for another sideline cut. And this time the sideline cut will be to the men in black and amber from Ogonnelloe. A lovely setting here in Milton-Malbay, and there's great credit due to the local club as they have everything in perfect nick for today's two big games. Colin Ford for Ogonnelloe. And that's going to be a free to Ogonnelloe. Ogonnelloe playing with a slight breeze in this first half. And it's Brian Ford going across to take the free. He's wearing number 8, but playing in the left half back position. Or it's a sideline cut. No, it's a free to Ogonnelloe and Brian Ford to take it. 3 Ford brothers on the side. Drills a long one upfield. Backs and forwards tussling for it inside. Got out for Newmarket. This is the inter-county star, David Ford, in possession. Trying to make an angle for himself. Turns and strikes, but that one is curling and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Couple of changes on both sides. Owen McInerney, wearing number 17, has come into left corner back for Newmarket-on-Fergus. Paddy McCormack, wearing number 19, has come into left half back for Newmarket also. Brendan Cullen and Brian Enright do not play. Pod O'Leary with the puck out. Drops it into the centre of the field. Nicely picked up there by Richard Woods. Flick back out again, now towards the inter-county star Richard Woods. Good hurling there by Pascal Sheedy. Changes defence into attack. Strikes it up towards John McKenna. John is wearing number 10 but playing at full forward. Cleared out by Germahan. Nicely edited in the air by Richard Woods. Brian Ford for Ogonnelloe. Up towards Ronan Sheedy, wearing number 7 but playing at right half forward. Sheedy drills goalwards, and that's the opening score of the game, coming after 2 minutes and 45 seconds. A point by Ronan Sheedy. Ogonnelloe have made great strides in recent years. Just a few years ago they were in junior ranks, then came through the intermediate, and this year have won the Clare Cup final. Well driven downfield, but it's nicely taken there by Colin Ford. Patrick Barton pulls across in the centre. Johnny Collins. Good block down once again by the Ogonnelloe man as Owen McInerney tried to get that clearance away. Nice bit of skill here by Brian McMahon. Stuck across there toward Garrod Cleary. Colin Kelly, the full back for Ogonnelloe, is inside. The hand pass out. Good defending there by Ogonnelloe. Nice interception there by James McInerney. Being put under pressure there by 2 Ogonnelloe men. Can't get his shot in. And the referee, Ambrose Higney, blows the whistle. There was a slight bit of danger to players there for a moment as the ball had hit the ground and players had fallen on top of it. But the referee does the wise thing and says he'll throw in the slitter. Brian McMahon and Brian Ford, the 2 in for it. It's Ogonnelloe who in possession. Swings it up this side, up towards David Ford. Being put under pressure there by Germahan. Nice turn by David Ford. Strikes a lovely ball over across the middle. McKenna, space opening up inside. McKenna cutting through. Still being put under pressure. Well saved inside. A good save inside by Pod O'Leary. And it's gone for a 65 to Ogonnelloe. But there was danger there for a moment as David Ford picked out John McKenna nicely. But Pod O'Leary was equal to the challenge inside and goals for Newmarket-on-Fergus. And a 65 to Ogonnelloe. It'll be taken by Noel Gavin. Noel strikes goalwards, but that one has gone to the right and gone wide. Ogonnelloe's second wide of the game. That one coming from the stick there of Noel Gavin. Ogonnelloe lead by 1 point. Just over 5 minutes gone in this first half. Puck out drops down to the 65, well taken by James McInerney. Brian Beano McMahon tussling for it there with Brian Ford. These two should have a great tussle. This is Beano McMahon, lovely skillful player. Swings the point of the attack over that far side. Out comes John McMahon, the Ogonnelloe right corner back, but he can't retain possession. Sean Arthur, very close to that far touchline. Being put under pressure there by Henry Mooney. It's swung across, but it's gone to the left and gone wide. Pitch looking in excellent condition here for this Senior B final. And the crowd beginning to stream in. Tomas McKenna with the puck out. Davine O'Hagan rises high for it. Ball breaks behind him. James McInerney picks it up for Newmarket-on-Fergus. Drills it down into that far corner. Johnny Clancy racing after it. John McMahon is there for Ogonnelloe. Noel Gavin for Ogonnelloe. Gets the clearance up the far side. Up towards Ronan Sheedy. Packy McCormick is there for Newmarket-on-Fergus. A lot of the play swinging over the far side of the field. The breeze, although it's slightly favouring Ogonnelloe in this first half, it's a slight crossfield wind. Noel Gavin drills a long ball upfield. Chance on here. Nice movement here. Patrick Barton trying to latch onto that one. Or it was Barry Gibbons. Barry Gibbons is wearing 15, but he's playing at right corner forward, and Patrick Barton, wearing 13, is playing in the left corner. Also, Henry Mooney has come into the Ogonnelloe side. He's wearing 19, playing at right half back. Colm Ford, wearing 5, is playing at midfield. Brian Ford has reverted from midfield to the left half back position, and Ronan Sheedy's at right half forward with John McKenna at the edge of the square. So another 65 to Ogonnelloe. This time it'll be David Ford to take it. Ford strikes it in, but that one is also off target, and it's gone to the left and wide. Ogonnelloe's third wide of the game. I'm sure Ogonnelloe were thinking what might have been coming up today for this Senior B final, as the Senior final is played afterwards. As earlier on, they had the Clare, Munster and All-Ireland champions on the rack in Broadford in the championship. But on that occasion, St. Joseph's come back to draw level. This is David Ford. Ford strikes it in goalward, and David Ford gets the point. Good play there from the left half forward into county man David Ford. Puck out from Pod O'Leary. Flicked on by Sean Arthur. Richard Woods from the market. But it's taken away from him. Flicked out here as far as Raymond O'Hagan. O'Hagan drills a long one upfield. Out comes the keeper, Pod O'Leary. Being put under a lot of pressure there, but gets the clearance away. David Ford can't hold on to it. Jermahan kicks it out a little, but this is David Ford once again. Nicely lays it off out here. Chance here for Ogonnelloe as Noel Gavin strikes it in, and Noel Gavin gets the point for Ogonnelloe. So it's Ogonnelloe who lead by 3 points to no score. Just over 9 minutes gone in this first half. Puck out from Pod O'Leary. Flicked on there by Brian Clancy. Shawnee Arthur. Arthur showing good pace. He cuts across in the centre. Chance here for Newmarket to get their opening score, but it goes off the stick of Sean Arthur and goes to the left and wide. So it'll be a puck out for Tomas McKenna. The crowd beginning to stream in there behind the goals, defended by Tomas McKenna. Oh, that's a huge puck out up the centre. Batted down there by Johnny Collins. Raymond O'Hagan in possession. And the referee has penalised him for taking too many steps. So a free out to Newmarket-on-Fergus.
Come on, Collins. Big ball now.
And it'll be Johnny Collins to take it. Johnny, who was a member of the Clare senior panel just a couple of seasons back. Strikes along one downfield. Brian Beano McMahon tries to get a touch on it. Ball is flicked away and it's Colin Ford who picks it up for Ogonnelloe. Swings play over that far side. Barry Gibbons swings it nicely into the middle. David Ford roaming all over the pitch. And Ger Mahan has fouled him and it's going to be a free in to Ogonnelloe. And the free taker will be John McMahon. Wearing 10 but playing at full forward. McKenna strikes it in goalwards and it's well on its way. It's gone straight between the posts. John McKenna's 4th point of the game, putting Ogonnelloe 4 points ahead. The puck out from Paul O'Leary. Down this side, well taken there by James McInerney. McInerney swings a dangerous ball in towards goals. Colin Kelly is inside, but the ball is flicked across and it's gone to the left and gone wide, but that was dangerous there for us a moment. Inside in front of goals. A small bit of hesitancy there in the Ogonnelloe full back line, but the sliotar ended up going to the left and wide. Tomas McKenna striking some huge puck outs, well edited by David Ford. In towards Patrick Barton. This is Brendan McMahon for Newmarket, with a right knee heavily bandaged. Brian Ford gets a touch to it, but it's Brian Beano McMahon the one who picks it up. Links out this side. Cut across in the middle. It was intended there for Richard Woods. But it's Brian Ford the one who sweeps it upfield, up towards Raymond O'Hagan. James McInerney very close to this touchline. Brian McMahon. Beano turns in nicely. Links across here with Brian Clancy. Brian who captained St. Flannan's a couple of seasons back. That's driven in inside, but it's John McMahon the one who sweeps it away. Out this side. Owen Sheedy first onto it. And the referee has blown the whistle. And he's awarding the free out to Ogonnelloe. And it'll be Owen Sheedy, the left corner back, to take it. Strikes it very poorly. But the ball comes out as far as Noel Gavin, all alone in the centre of the field. Lovely crossfield ball over across in front of Barry Gibbons. Gibbons trying to turn inside on McInerney. Still Gibbons. McInerney gets the hook on it. Dangerous in there for a moment. But the Newmarket rearguard, Johnny Collins, flicks it out a little. It's Raymond O'Hagan first onto it. Picked up there by Owen McInerney. And Brian Clancy sends Newmarket attacking down into that far corner. But it's Henry Mooney is there for Ogonnelloe. Ogonnelloe have settled the better in the early stages. Very close to the far touchline. Some hard challenges going in. Some of the players there, slight difference of opinion. But the referee is in there, Ambrose Higney, and he's calling 2 players. And he has the notebook out. There's going to be a booking here for Derek Clancy. And I think it's Brian Ford, the Ogonnelloe man, who's also been spoken to. Ford explaining there that he was being held. In the background there, Jim Woods and Pat Cronin. So the yellow card has been shown to Brian Ford and also to Derek Clancy. Larry Walsh also there in the background, who is the manager of the Newmarket-on-Fergus team. And again the referee's whistle has sounded, and it's going to be a throw-in ball. Ronan Sheedy and Richard Woods, the two in for it. It's gone for a sideline cut to Ogonnelloe. 15 minutes gone in this first half. Ogonnelloe leading by 4 points, playing with the breeze. The breeze has strengthened somewhat since the start of the game. Cut into the centre. Noel Gavin picks it up there for Ogonnelloe. Showing good pace, he races away from the would-be challengers. Links up here with Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy flicks it in inside. This is Barry Gibbons. Nice move on here. Back to Ronan Sheedy. Goal chance on. Fires it in, but has sent it to the right and wide. A let off there for Newmarket-on-Fergus, as it was a lovely combined move upfield.
We're privileged to be on the sideline. Move well back to the ball.
The Ogonnelloe man has gone down injured. I think it's Ronan Sheedy, as he was going through with that one, fired it in, but seems to have picked up a hand injury. But there was space opening up inside. It was a lovely combined move by the Ogonnelloe men, but Ronan Sheedy couldn't get the shot on target. Ronan Sheedy getting attention in there. 4 points to no score. The crowd beginning to come in here. There's a wonderful work being done here by the Milltown Marlborough Club during the week, and they have the embankments in wonderful condition, and I think they will certainly be able to deal with whatever size of a crowd is here today, and it's expected that it's going to be a very big one. The puck out from Pod O'Leary. Raymond O'Hagan links out this side with David Ford.
Packy. Get up, Packy. Come on.
Brendan McMahon gets it away a little. Johnny Collins from the market loses his footing but retains position. And pass out here to Packy McCormack, who seems to have switched wigs and has come over to try and put tabs on David Ford. It's a free to Newmarket-on-Fergus. Ambrose Hickney there awarding team leaders for something that was said by one of the Ogonnelloe men. And it'll be Johnny Collins to take the free. That's his own 65. Johnny drills a high one. Drops inside on the 13-metre line. Ball breaks out. Brian Ford is first onto it. But it's Brian Beano McMahon who swings it in. But that one is off target. And it's gone to the left and wide. Newmarket-on-Fergus, fourth wide of the game. They've yet to score, and it's almost 18 minutes gone in this first half. Tomas McKenna again strikes another huge puck out. Up that far side, Ronan Sheedy is there for Ogonnelloe. Thankfully, he has recovered from that hand injury. But the ball is taken away from him, and Jermahan comes away with it. And it's a free out to Newmarket-on-Fergus. Free taker once again will be the centre half back, Johnny Collins. Johnny steadies himself. Strikes the long one down. Two Ogonnelloe players there almost collide between each other. It's Shawnee Arthur for Newmarket. Arthur strikes it in, and that's the opening score for Newmarket. Coming from the left half forward, Shawnee Arthur, after almost 19 minutes of the first half. So maybe that could steady down the Blues. Newmarket have slipped from the heights that they were back in the 60s and 70s when they were untouchable in Clare. But this would be a great boost to the club if they could win the Senior B and go back in to join the big guns as for the start of the new millennium. Brendan McMahon gets it out a little. Again, the referee's whistle has sounded, and he has penalised Patrick Barton. So it's going to be a free out to Newmarket. And again, it'll be Johnny Collins to take it. Opens up play, strikes it down into the corner. This is Garrod Cleary. Cleary swings it in. And the referee has blown the whistle there that the Newmarket-on-Fergus forwards were in on the small square before the ball arrived. So it's a free out to Ogonnelloe. And it'll be Tomas McKenna to take it. McKinney gets a huge distance into that one. David Ford for Ogonnelloe. Turns onto his favourite left-hand side, drills it in. The usually accurate David Ford has off target again with this one. And that's Ogonnelloe's 5th wide of this first half. But they're leading by 3 points. Pod O'Leary. Brian McMahon trying to get a touch on it there. But Henry Mooney is there for Ogonnelloe and wins the free out. And it'll be Pascal Sheedy to take it. A very dependable centre half back. Doesn't get great distance into that one. But it goes off the head of Raymond O'Hagan. Back to David Ford. Ford links out here with Noel Gavin. Gavin being put under pressure, but links inside with Patrick Barton. Barton strikes it in, and that's a good point by the corner forward, Patrick Barton. His first score of the game, putting Ogonnelloe back 4 points ahead. "21.5 minutes gone in this first half. Raymond O'Hagan. Raymond O'Hagan wins it again, but then loses out. Owen McInerney drills it down this side. Ryan Bino McMahon, who has discarded the helmet, being put under a lot of pressure there by Henry Mooney. But Bino swings it downfield. Garrod Cleary first onto it. Brian Ford gets it out. And it's completed the clearance there by Owen Sheedy. Barry Gibbons trying to turn inside, then swings a nice ball over across, taken here by John McKenna and sent over the crossbar. John McKenna's 2nd point of the game. It was a nice combined move there as Barry Gibbons fed it across and McKenna applied the finish.
Conlon, who is taking part in the under-14 long puck, please report to the dressing room immediately. Owen Conlon, Dora Bearfield, who is taking part in the under-14 long
This is John McKenna once again.
Please report to the dressing room.
Back to Ronan Sheedy. Sheedy cutting through the heart of the defence, but has gone to the ground and the referee has blown the whistle. Ronan Sheedy gone down injured once again, but is now back on his feet. And the referee is going to throw in the slitter. Raymond O'Hagan and Johnny Collins, the two in for the throw-in. David Ford for Ogonnelloe. And that's a free in and a chance for Ogonnelloe to creep further ahead. They're leading by 5 points with 23.5 minutes gone in this first half. This should be just routine stuff for John McKenna, but he strikes it in, and amazingly he has sent it to the left and wide. McKenna, who is normally such a very accurate free taker. David Ford bats it down. Packy McCormack is there for Newmarket. The hand pass out, but it was to nobody in particular. Brian Clancy for Newmarket. Swings it in, a dangerous ball as it drops inside, but it's gone to the left and gone wide. Newmarket's 5th wide of the game. Tomas McKenna with the puck out. Directed well there towards David Ford, who moved a long ways from his left half forward position. Swings it up to Patrick Barton. Nice movement here again by Ogonnelloe. This one is on to Noel Gavin, and that's driven firmly straight between the posts. But it was a nice move, Patrick Barton there in your picture, but it was Noel Gavin who applied the finish. Richard Woods latches onto this one. But again, the Ogonnelloe men very quick to go into hook and block. Players down. Column forward for Ogonnelloe. That's a sideline cut to Newmarket. The crowd really begin to fill up in the embankment over at the far side of the field. This is Brian Beano McMahon. Oh, strikes it lovely. Germahan, who now seems to have moved down into a forward position, or else he's just tracking David Ford around. Oh, Tomas McKenna drops that inside, but then is quick to recover. Not a good clearance. This is Ray Grogan, but he's blocked as he tries to get his shot in, and then gives away the free. And as Brian Ford was clearing that one away, it went out over the crowd here at this side and out into the road behind us. But it's going to be a free out to Ogonnelloe. The umpire then throws in the replacement slitter to Tomas McKenna. Raymond O'Hagan gets the first touch to it, but then Johnny Collins nips in. James McInerney first onto that. But again, the Ogonnelloe men quick to recover, and a slight bit of a difference of opinion there between Raymond O'Hagan and Johnny Collins over there at the far side, and the referee has awarded a free to Ogonnelloe, just slightly inside the Newmarket half of the field. And it'll be Noel Gavin to take it. A very wide stance as he settles himself. Drills it in. Well taken inside by the safe hands of Paddy O'Leary. Swings it out this side. Germahan trying to get a touch from that one with Henry Mooney. David Ford nips in quickly once again. Hand pass out as far as Henry Mooney. Back towards David Ford. Keeps it in play. Hefty challenge goes in there from Johnny Collins. David Ford without the stick. Boots it in a little. Packy McCormack is there. But again, it's an Ogonnelloe man who nips in. David Ford in possession. Ford swings it over across. Barry Gibbons under the inside. So is John McKenna. Owen McInerney also there for Newmarket. Barry Gibbons the one who has possession. Nice interception there by Beano McMahon. Nice control. Loses his footing, but gets it as far as Owen McInerney. Batted down there by Pascal Sheedy. And it's Brian Ford who flicks it out. Richard Woods trying to win possession over there for Newmarket. And that's going to be another free out to the men in the black and amber. And the referee, Ambrose Higney, is awarding another 10 metres. And it's Brian Ford, the one to take it. Strikes it very, very well. Up towards John McKenna, but it's flicked out by the fullback, Tom Ryan, out as far as Owen McInerney.
Come on, Richard, come on.
Richard Woods, wearing number 11, but seems now, I think, to have switched out around the centre of the field. Ogonnelloe dominating out there around the diamond area in the middle of half-back, midfield and half-forward. This is David Ford, flicks it in and delightfully puts it over the crossbar. Made it look so easily. The left half forward, David Ford. That's his second point of the game.
Last call now for Owen Conlon, Wood Bearfield, a contestant in the
Richard
under
Woods
14
there as he was
county
fielding
long
that
for
one.
final.
Referee deems that he was fouled, and it's a free to Newmarket.
Please report to the dressing room.
Almost 30 minutes gone. Referee there seeing to the well-being of one of the Ogonnelloe players. I think it's Noel Gavin there who picked up a slight injury, or is it may be Colm Ford. Receiving attention in there. Or no, I think it's the centre half back, Pascal Sheedy. With the sunshine on their backs, it's difficult to pick out the numbers on some of the Ogonnelloe jerseys. Richard Woods with the free. Drills a long one down. It looks a good one. Tomas McKenna tips it over the crossbar. So Richard Woods, who's the captain of Newmarket-on-Fergus, gets his first point of the game. But there's 6 points between the sides. Ogonnelloe leading 8 points to 2. And the referee calls to the ball as Tomas McKenna pucks it out. And as the sides go in at half-time, it was a fairly comprehensive performance by Ogonnelloe in this first half. They tagged on some good points, but also were guilty of some bad shooting. Had 5 wides in the first half to Newmarket. Had 6 wides to Newmarket-on-Fergus 5 in this first half, but as the sides go in, it's Ogonnelloe leading on a score of 8 points to 2, but certainly still all to play for.
Number 22, Aidan Ganad, plays Derek Clancy.
So both sides out for the start of the second half. There's one change on the Newmarket-on-Fergus team. Aidan Ganad, wearing number 22, has come into the side and he replaces Derek Clancy. Sunshine has broken out here once again in Midtown Malbay. A perfect afternoon for hurling. 6 points separating the sides. Brian McMahon trying to gain possession over there. But it's Raymond O'Hagan who wins it, but then loses out. This is Richard Woods. Woods drills a long ball upfield, the wind on his back. But it's well taken inside by the keeper, Tomas McKenna. Drills it out the far side. Noel Gavin loses out, and it's Garrod Cleary who swings it over this side for Newmarket. Nice ball in. Shawnee Arthur strikes it goalwards, and after just 35 seconds of the second half, Shawnee Arthur gets his second point of the game. So the margin is back to 3 points. The crowd beginning to really fill in and packing up the terraces. Tomas McKenna, you can judge the strength of the breeze from that one. He had some huge puck outs in the first half, but that one just went as far as the centre of the field. Henry Mooney tussling for it over there for Ogonnelloe. That's a push in the back, and it's going to be a free to Newmarket. And it'll be Richard Woods to take it. Richard, who's the captain of the side, very close to that far touchline, about 50 metres out from goal. Strikes it in, it looks a good one. Yes, it's gone straight between the posts. Second point of the game for the captain, Richard Woods. That one coming from a very acute angle from a free. So Newmarket bringing back the deficit, which was 6 points. It's now down to 4, with just still less than 2 minutes gone in this second half. That's well taken by David Ford. He's been now marked by Brian Beano McMahon. Raymond O'Hagan drills it in, but Brendan McMahon is there for Newmarket. And pass out as far as Johnny Collins. Noel Gavin all alone in the centre, but he's not all alone anymore. But the referee there has penalised Garrod Cleary. Cleary now is operating at right half forward. Richard Woods is in the centre of the field. And he's been partnered there by Brian Clancy. That's the target inside that Noel Gavin will be striking at. Drills it in well and sends it right between the posts. A good point against the breeze there coming from Noel Gavin, and that's his third point of the game. Todd O'Leary getting much more distance into them now in the second half with the breeze behind him. The flags don't seem to be blowing too strong down at ground level, but the tricolour up on our left is blowing strongly. That's well driven in inside, and it's flicked over the crossbar there by Tomas McKenna. So Newmarket really staying in touch. That one coming from James McInerney, wearing number 9, but now operating at centre half forward. So the gap is now just down to 4 points. That's a good puck out against the breeze from McKenna. It's well taken there by Raymond O'Hagan. O'Hagan drills it in low. The full forward had moved out a long ways, and Brendan McMahon, the cornerback, is there to sweep up the loose ball. Gets his clearance out towards Brian Bino McMahon. Shifts a rather hefty challenge there, and the referee has blown the whistle, and he's awarding a free out to Newmarket. And Bino McMahon will take it himself. Bino, who played at right half back on the Clare team, who won the All-Ireland minor in 1997. Lovely control here by Sean Arthur as he turns inside Brian Ford. Arthur strikes it in, and it has just gone to the right and wide. It deserved a score. He controlled it so well, then made ground and struck it in. It looked to be going, but then it went across the goals to the right and wide. Newmarket's 6th wide of the game. So still 4 points between the sides. Puck out once again from Tomas McKenna. Drops down on the 65, goes off the hand of Richard Woods. Woods gets a touch on it, up towards Garrod Cleary. Flicked in there to Raymond O'Hagan. O'Hagan drills it in towards goals. Tom Ryan drops it. A chance here, but I think Patrick Barton, or was John McKenna, was going through, and that he picked the ball off the ground. So it's going to be a free out to Newmarket-on-Fergus. It's a lovely afternoon here in Milton Malbay now, with bright sunshine. Brendan McMahon with the free. Drops it down 30 metres out from the Ogonnelloe goal. The Ford brothers there combining, and it's Brian Ford, the one who came away with it. And it's a free out to Ogonnelloe. Ryan and Colin Ford, they both mend the cornerback positions in this year's Clare under-21 team. This is Barry Gibbons, now seems to be operating in the left corner, and Patrick Barton has switched to the right corner. Out comes Paul O'Leary, very slow in getting that one away. Dropped it for a moment, put himself under a lot of pressure. But the referee has judged there that the Ogonnelloe man was fouling. I think it was John McKenna, the one who was judged to have fouled Paul O'Leary, and it's a free out to Newmarket. Six and a half minutes gone in the second half. 9 points to 4. East Clare side Ogonnelloe leading. This is a promising looking move. It's Aidan Ganane cutting through. The substitute who came on at half time. He's hooked as he tries to get his shot in. Hard pulling inside. Still not cleared in there as backs and forwards tussling for it. It's Colin Ford, the one who comes away with it for Ogonnelloe. Gets a good clearance. Bino McMahon and David Ford tussling for it. David Ford wins possession. Good hurling there by the left half forward. Feeds it in low. Well taken by John McKenna. Hand pass back to Raymond O'Hagan. Back to David Ford. There's Ogonnelloe forwards combining well as Ford strikes it in, and he puts it over the crossbar. David Ford with his 3rd point of the game. It was a nice passage of play as the Ogonnelloe forwards combined well, and David Ford finished with a point. And the puck out from Paul O'Leary. Goes off the hand of Richard Woods. Garrod Cleary feeds it in nicely along the ground. James McInerney. But Henry Mooney gets a touch to it in there. The referee, Ambrose Higney, has blown the whistle, and he's going to throw in the slitter. The breeze is strengthening somewhat, and it's getting stronger as time is going along, and it's now strongly in the backs of the Newmarket-on-Fergus men. Meanwhile, one of the Ogonnelloe men has to receive attention. Seems to be an elbow injury there that the Ogonnelloe player, I think it's one of the forwards, I think it's Colm Ford. The linesman taking a breather. But when play resumes, it's going to be a throw-in ball. And it's Colm Ford and Richard Woods, the two in for it. This is Brian Clancy. Strikes it in inside, but it's flicked out a little by the Ogonnelloe rear guard. And Owen Sheedy is there to complete the clearance. Batted out by Johnny Collins. Richard Woods and Noel Gavin tussling for it. Johnny Collins and Newmarket-on-Fergus takes a hefty shoulder there from Raymond O'Hagan, but retains position. Garrow Cleary swings it in nicely. Nice low ball inside, in front of the inside line. And it's Sean Arthur, the one who picks it up. And Sean Arthur drills it in, and that's a delightful point. A lovely point by the left half forward, Sean Arthur. It was a nice ball across, and the margin is now down to 4 points again, 10 points to 6. Sean Arthur with his third point of the game. Ambrose Higney went in there to clear some of the supporters from behind the goal, so we're crossing behind that goal, defended by Tomas McKenna. This is McKenna with the puck out. Goes off the hand of Richard Woods. Colm Ford for Ogonnelloe. Well taken by Brendan McMahon. Under pressure gets his clearance out a little bit. Lovely skill here by Brian Bean and McMahon. The referee has blown the whistle there. He's awarding a free out. Free out to Ogonnelloe for that foul there on Brian Ford. So it's a free out to Ogonnelloe, and Newmarket-on-Fergus are introducing another substitute. Sean Arthur seems to be coming to midfield, and Brendan Cullen, who is listed at number 7, is coming into the side. I think it's Brendan McMahon is the one who's being replaced, who seems to have damaged that right knee, which is heavily bandaged at the far side. Brendan Cullen rises for it, but it's Raymond O'Hagan who wins it for Ogonnelloe. Drills it in inside. Brendan Cullen boots it out. Again, nice, lovely control by Sean Arthur. Arthur looking well in that left half forward position. Strikes in goalwards. It's on target, but it's taken inside by the keeper, Tomas McKenna. David Ford and Brian McMahon tussling for it. Ford wins possession. Showing great pace, he cuts down that far touchline, and the referee has blown the whistle that the challenge was from behind, and it's a free to Ogonnelloe. David Ford with the free. Strikes it in, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Ogonnelloe's 7th wide is the game. They're leading by 4, 10 points to 6. But their free taking hasn't been as accurate as what it has been in games during the year. Both David Ford and John McKenna had been very accurate all year, but they have missed a few today. Henry Mooney gets a touch to it. Noel Gavin, Owen Cleary, Brendan Cullen also coming in. And the referee sensibly has blown the whistle and said he's going to throw in the ball. The two number 7s in for it, Brendan Cullen and Ronan Sheedy. Oh, and the referee there. And as the ball had been played away, there was a tap there on Sean Arthur, and the number 8, Brian Ford, He's been spoken to. The notebook is out here of Ambrose Higney, and it's a yellow card for Brian Ford. And it's a free to Newmarket-on-Fergus. And it'll be Richard Woods to take it. He's accounted for 2 points already of the Newmarket total of 6. This one is just outside the 65. About 3 metres in from this touchline. He has the distance and he has the height, but it's gone to the left and wide. And that's Newmarket's 7th wide of the game. Quick puck out, swung over there as far as Colm Ford. Been put under pressure by Garrod Cleary, and the referee has awarded a free to Ogonnelloe. And it'll be Pascal Sheedy to take it. Johnny Collins grabs it nicely. Solos out this side. Lays it off to Brendan Cullen. Took his eye off it for a moment, but then does well. But then hits the shot. Brian Ford. The one who comes away with is Colm Ford, but then he loses out, and it's Brian Clancy who wins it for Newmarket. Aidan Ganane in possession, surrounded by 3 Ogonnelloe players. You can now make it 4. As Colm Ford comes in, and the referee has awarded the free to Ogonnelloe.
Come on, lads! Come on, Ronan, shove up the field, we need to score! Come on!
And it'll be Pascal Sheedy to take the free. Strikes a good one inside, batted out by Johnny Collins. Brian McMahon and David Ford, these two having a great tussle. This is Barry Gibbons for Ogonnelloe. Gibbons strikes it in, and Paul O'Leary watches that one all the way as it goes to the left and wide. So Newmarket still finding it hard to bridge that gap. It was 6 points at half time. They had it down to 4 after 2 minutes of the first half, but it's still a 4-point gap. James McInerney. Richard Woods rises for it. Can't hold on to it. And Colm Ford comes away with it. Gets it out as far as Noel Gavin. Hand pass inside to John McKenna. Nicely links up again here with David Ford. Ford strikes at goalwards, but he amazingly has sent it to the left and wide. That's very uncharacteristically of David Ford. He's normally so accurate in those situations. That's 9 wides Ogonnelloe have had in the game. Colm Ford. Colm Ford playing well for Ogonnelloe. Down towards Barry Gibbons. Seemed to get a slight nudge on the back. The referee weighs on the play. David Ford trying to gain position. Ford has it. Nicely links out here with John McKenna. John McKenna lays it off to Patrick Barton. But Barton loses out, but then persists there to challenge Owen McInerney. And it's John McKenna for Ogonnelloe. McKenna drills it in, and he gets the point. John McKenna with his 3rd point of the game. He now seems to be operating at centre half forward, and Raymond O'Hagan is at full forward. James McInerney for Newmarket. Been put under pressure there, 3 Ogonnelloe men around him. And Pascal Sheedy comes away with it. But the referee has penalised Brian Clancy that he was holding around the neck, and it's going to be a free to Ogonnelloe.
John Hunt, please report to the dressing rooms. That's John Hunt to the dressing rooms, please.
Pascal Sheedy picks out the unmarked John McKenna. Slack marking there by the Newmarket rear guard as John McKenna strikes goalwards, but he has put it to the right and wide. The wides now mounting up for Ogonnelloe. That's 10 in total. Henry Mooney for Ogonnelloe. Garrod Cleary's also in there for Newmarket. It's the Newmarket man who wins it. Gets it up towards Ger Mahan, who now seems to be playing in a right half forward position. Mahan swings it in. Oh, and that's a lovely point. A lovely point there by Ger Mahan. It was very close to the far touchline, but swung it in and put it straight between the posts.
And they're also reminded that there's no true access in the dressing room area.
Puck out from Tomas McKenna. John McKenna. And passing inside. Patrick Barton has possession. Trying to pick out an unmarked player, but Owen McInerney hooks him and comes away with it. Drills it upfield. Four players tussling for it in there. Colin Kelly is the one who comes away with it. Good play by the fullback. Gets it as far as Colin Ford. Down towards Noel Gavin, but Brendan Cullen is there for Newmarket. Good left-handed clearance. Very close to this touchline as he swings it up. It's gone over the touchline. Players on both sides claiming it, but the linesman has signalled that it's going to be a sideline cut to Ogonnelloe. Still 4 points between the sides, 11 points to a 7. Almost 20 minutes gone in the second half. Taken by John McMahon, doesn't get much distance into it. Brian Ford for Ogonnelloe. Down towards his brother David. David swings it in. Nicely taken by John McKenna. McKenna cutting through. Fires it in and McKenna gets the point. Good play there by John McKenna. Wearing 10. Played most of the game at full forward but is now operating at centre half. And he has got 4 points of the Ogonnelloe total. A big crowd gathering in now. The terraces really begin to pack up. As Ogonnelloe are introducing a substitute. And I think it's Patrick Barton is the one who's being replaced. And it's Paul Kirby is the one who's being introduced.
Number 13, Patrick Barton.
Lovely overhead play there by James McInerney. John McMahon for Ogonnelloe. On his knees, one possession well. It's gone over the touchline. It's a sideline cut to Newmarket. Five points separating the sides. Sean Arthur doesn't get great distance into that one, but it's gone for another sideline cut to Newmarket. And it'll be Sean Arthur once again to take it. Cuts this one much better, drops it in there towards the danger area. Tomas McKenna almost let that one slip away from him, but then got the clearance out the far side, and it's David Ford. Swings a long one downfield, but all the inside line had moved out a long ways. Tom Ryan, the fullback, goes back. This is Barry Gibbons. Slow in getting it up, and it has gone off his stick. It's gone for a sideline cut to Newmarket-on-Fergus. 8 minutes left in the game. 8 minutes between Ogonnelloe joining the A ranks, or can Newmarket bridge that 5 point gap? There's still time enough. Five, six players looking for it over there, and it's Colin Ford, the one who comes away with it. Down towards David Ford, wins position nicely. Crossfield ball over this side. And Brendan Cullen is first on third. Up towards Sean Arthur. The referee has penalised Brian Ford for pushing. So it's going to be a free to Newmarket. And the free taker will be the captain, Richard Woods. Strikes a long one, but that one is also curling, and it's gone to the left and wide. 8 wides in total now for Newmarket-on-Fergus. £12 points to 7. Tomas McKenna. Cross goes James McInerney. McInerney has fought a hard battle all through for Newmarket. Up towards Ger Mahan. Mahan who got a delightful point for Newmarket a few minutes ago. Still Mahan cutting through. Being put under pressure by Ronan Sheedy, but then loses his footing at the vital moment. 4, 5, 6 players tussling for it in there. But it's Pascal Sheedy, the one who comes away with it. And it's a free out to Ogonnelloe. Just over 24 minutes gone in this second half. Still 5 points between the sides. Ogonnelloe about to add the Senior B title to the Clare Cup that they won just a couple of weeks ago. That would certainly be a successful year for the Small East Clare club. Brian McMahon flicks it out, then shows good pace as he chases after it. Still McMahon. Lovely tight control here by McMahon. And the referee has said that he caught the ball 3 times, but that decision is certainly a wrong decision, as after catching it twice, the ball had hit the ground, and then McMahon picked it up once again. So Brian McMahon can feel hard done by on that one, because as the ball had touched the ground in between, it can't be counted as catching it 3 times. Pascal Sheedy. Johnny Collins bats it out. Colin Ford for Ogonnelloe. Drills a long one. Pod O'Leary comes off his line. Paul Kirby is in there. But ball breaks out as far as Barry Gibbons. Gibbons strikes it in and has sent it to the left and wide. 11 wides now in total for the Ogonnelloe men. They've also accounted for 12 points. The crowd beginning to really pack up now here in Hennessy Memorial Park. Every vantage point been taken. Pod O'Leary. Batted down by Henry Mooney. Brian McMahon trying to win possession. David Ford is also over there for Ogonnelloe.
Substitution on the Newmarket team.
Sideline cut to Newmarket.
Replacing number 14, Ray Grogan.
Sideline cut to Newmarket. 5 points between the sides. David Ford back helping in defence. Newmarket have made a change. John Oakley has come into the side in place of Ray Grogan. The linesman has the flag up at the far side and has signalled that it's a sideline cut to Ogonnelloe. As the substitute to come in, Father John Oakley coming into full forward. He has replaced Ray Grogan. Sideline cut for Ogonnelloe. Poorly struck. And Johnny Collins is first onto it. Collins drills a long one upfield. Ger Mahan has done well since moving up into a forward role. Owen Sheedy is first onto it for Ogonnelloe. Then flicks it back to Pascal Sheedy. With all the time in the world, drills a long ball down towards Raymond O'Hagan. Brian McMahon wins it for Newmarket. Up towards Garrod Cleary. Richard Woods tussling for it over there with John McKenna. That's gone over the touchline, and it's a sideline cut to the Ogonnelloe men. Time running out now for Newmarket-on-Fergus. Almost 28.5 minutes in this second half. And Ogonnelloe would have 5-point lead. 12 points to 7. It looks as if the Senior B title for 1999 is on its way to the East Clare parish of Ogonnelloe. To add it to the Clare Cup that they won a couple of weeks ago when they defeated Whitegate. So they certainly are going to be a major force in the not too distant future. That one is nicely swung in. Ger Oakley gets a hand to it. A real battle for possession in there. John Oakley wins it. Strikes it across, driven in inside, but it's saved inside by Tomas McKenna. It was Aidan Ganane who drilled it in, but McKenna was equal to the challenge inside. Again, 5 or 6 players tussling for it. And once again, the sharp whistle of Ambrose Higney has sounded, and I think he's going to throw in the ball. And certainly there seems to be some difficulty with the ball as Ambrose Higney is looking and doesn't seem to be happy. And he's coming out to get a replacement slitter. But none is forthcoming from the touchline. But now we have a new slitter in. And it's going to be a throw-in ball. Lovely scenic beauty in the backdrop. Again, 4 or 5 players tossing for it. Colm Ford wins it for Ogonnelloe. Gets it out as far as Noel Gavin. Evan with the hand pass. Out as far as John McKenna. McKenna drills it down. This is Barry Gibbons. Gibbons cutting through. Lays it into the path of Raymond O'Hagan. O'Hagan cutting, bearing down on goals. Fires it in, and the keeper, Paul O'Leary, advanced bravely there as Paul Kirby almost got onto the end of that one, but it's gone for a 65 to Ogonnelloe. We've gone over 30 minutes, and surely now it's Ogonnelloe who will be the Senior B champions for 1999. And Newmarket will have to wait at least another year to join the big guns in Clare Hurling. Driven in inside, and it's gone straight between the posts. Another point by John McKenna. John's 5th point of the game. And that's certainly sealing it for Ogonnelloe. 13 points to 7. And the referee calls for the ball after 31 minutes of the second half. And it's Ogonnelloe who are the 1999 Senior B champions of Clare, having defeated Newmarket here in Hennessy Memorial Park. And the curtain raiser to the big game, which will be the county final after. So the final score here, Ogonnelloe 13 points, Newmarket-on-Fergus 7. So Newmarket will have to wait another year as Ogonnelloe have added the Senior B title to the Clare Cup. So that's certainly a major achievement in the 1 year for the small East Clare parish of Ogonnelloe. They have made major strides, which only having a very small pool of players to pick from. Dan Kelly there in to congratulate some of the Ogonnelloe men. So it's Ogonnelloe who are the B champions for 1995. The final score here, Ogonnelloe 13 points, Newmarket-on-Fergus 7.
Carter Gale, on behalf of Pista Council Clare, I'm very honoured to have the opportunity to present this trophy to the captains of Ogonnelloe today. First of all, I want to compliment both teams playing a fine sporting game. And also, I'd like to compliment the referee, Ambrose Higney, and his officials for doing a very fine job. And of course, we couldn't forget to compliment the St. Joseph's Milltown Club for the marvellous facilities they have prepared and how they have it presented to us today for these big games.
You'll be back up in a minute.
Newmarket, being the stronghold of Hurling and Clare for years, are obviously disappointed probably to lose this game. But they have signalled that they're on the way back. But today is Ogonnelloe's day. Ogonnelloe, the smallest parish and the county must be an inspiration to all clubs. I believe they've only a pool of 23 adult players altogether, and they're making great strides, adding this Senior B Championship to the Clare Cup this year. And so without further ado, I'll present this right-handed cup to the captain of Ogonnelloe, Colin Kelly.
We can't leave you there.
Oh no, sir, we're current show doctor. There's some friendly and Ogonnelloe. It's been a long time coming, but it's great to be back here for a second time. I'd like to thank a few people. Firstly, Newmarket for a great game. It's been 1-1 all year, and well, thankfully we came out on top. But you had a great performance all the times we've met you, and always a very sporting team to play against. Thanks a million. I'd like to thank our mentors. First of all, our manager, Michael Sheedy. Our selector, Seamus Bann, Pat Gavin, Jordan Malloy, and Jerry Cosgrove. And our priest, Father Hugh. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Sean Carton. And I'd like to finish up by having 3 cheers for the losing team, Newmarket-on-Fergus. Hip hip! Hip hip!